All right, what's up, everybody? It's your coach coming at you live in the studio. First session, making moves. Here we go.
What's up, everybody? It's your coach.
To be able to build confidence and give hope is everything. It's your coach.
Why is parenting so important? And this is the most important issue that I wanted to start off with that I feel isn't addressed enough of why parenting is so important. Other than the obvious that a parent is the first role model that a kid sees, we as kids, because I'm going to go on the kid side, I'm going to stay on the kid side for now. Everything we do as kids, we imitate a lot what we see from our parents. That's why it's very important that from the beginning, as a parent, we set the tone for kids in the behavior, in our reaction, in how we deal with certain situations, whether it's success, whether it's failure, whether it's excitement, whether it's bad news. All these little things are super important. And in sports, the parenting aspect of what to expect is very important. Usually parents, when they come with their kids, what's the typical expectation? So what I like to do is I like to tell parents that in the beginning, when your kids are very young, talking about very young in the beginning, the most important thing is to make sure the kids have fun in the beginning. Make sure the kids have fun. Make sure the kids are working together. So remember, parents, to me, set the tone. They set the tone of what behavior to expect from their kids. I see it so many times, very talented athletes, that their parents let them get away with so many negative things that by the time that a kid has to deal with the proper authority, they never get there. So it's super important as a parent to be very realistic with what to expect from your child, what to expect as you go through the stages. There's many stages. There's about 3 different stages that I'll go into during this journey, which I feel it's the T-ball to that last year of coach pitch. Then there's the middle school years, which almost middle school years, which is that first year, that first 2 years, which is that first 2 years of kid pitch. That first 2 years of kid pitch is a whole different transitional phase. It's something that a lot of kids and a lot of parents aren't prepared. But if as parents, we set the tone with behavior, with rewards, and I see this done a lot with behavior. I've had a couple talks with a couple guys, great guys, that are best friends with their kids, which is awesome. To be best friends with your kid is awesome. The problem is, if you're best friend with your kid, you gotta be a best friend. So you gotta be honest, and you gotta stop if your child is taking advantage of that relationship on the field, and if you see a lot of babying from your kid or something like that, that's when you have to stop. So importance, super important that we do that we focus on the behavior part of it, and that we focus on working as a team together, because I think that should be done more and more and more often, the behavior part. So that's the parenting part. The parenting part, why it's important. You need to be present at the same time, it's almost like an oxymoron. You got to be present, but you can't be doing everything for your kid. You got to be around, but you can't be too much around. It's all these little nuances that we got to get that I feel are really important. And that's what we need to get when we're doing our thing, and when we're setting up all the whole process on everything. So that's something that's so we start off with the parenting section. This is something that I feel, remember, you're your kids' role models. You're your kids' role models when things are going good. You're your kids' role models when things are going bad. They're gonna look for you to see how you deal with adversity, especially as they get older. So the support of the parent for me is huge. I've always wanted to involve parents because I feel that the more parents are involved in the process, because remember, not every parent has played. Like I tell coaches, remember, all your parents, not all of them have sports experience. So it's up to us together to educate parents on what's supposed to happen when they do good, when they don't do good. But that to me is super important, to keep and make sure that the parents, we all work together.